Sometimes you get so busy helping others, you forget to give a care about yourself. Care about yourself in order to take the best care of others.
Hi, I'm Jenny Dempsey, and that's where my cats hang out. I am the social media and customer experience manager for Number Barn, and I am also the founder and health coach at Jenny Dempsey Wellness, where I do wellness in the workplace workshops for businesses. Say that 3 times fast. I'm gonna get really real. I mean, really real here. Self-care isn't always about the fun things. I wish it were just about massages and green juice. Sometimes it's about setting boundaries, saying no instead of yes. Hello, former people pleaser. Actually, sometimes I still am a people pleaser. Having the conversations that you necessarily don't want to have. And yes, this might be with your boss or with a coworker, but understanding that when you say no, you're saying yes to something else. And when you have these hard conversations, you're setting a foundation. I wish that there was a book or a magic potion to make this easy, but it just really took me doing it once or twice, seeing the results, whether they were successful or not, and just continuing to do it. And yoga. I always add yoga in because yoga kind of changed my life. I never thought I could do yoga. I didn't think I had like the right body type. I was always embarrassed. But once I started doing yoga, I just had a whole new perspective on exercise and movement and how it's really a practice and how it doesn't have to be like go, go, go and like work till you're in so much pain. And yes, that's great for some people, but for me, it just caused more anxiety. And so when I moved to yoga and I really started to look into it being a practice, I realized that this is actually a great way to just like chill out. One of the biggest things that has been my struggle is eating lunch at my desk and actually taking a lunch break. And sometimes it's like time restrictive, like I get 30 minutes for lunch, right? I work remote, so I'm at home. And I don't necessarily have all the time in the world hang out and actually enjoy eating. I have to eat pretty quick to get right back to work. I just go right to my desk and I'll eat and I'll continue to work along the way. For me, this causes not only a messy keyboard because I'm usually not paying attention to what's on my fork, and then I'll drop things, yuck, right, just the truth. What I'm doing about this is I'm paying attention to how anxious I feel. I'm trying to do a lot more meal prep, make things a lot kind of quicker when I'm preparing my lunch. But I also have to force myself to stay away from my desk. As easy as it is, and as much as I know that I want to take my lunch break away from my desk, sometimes I feel like I can't. Really have to work on my mindset around all of this in order to get away from my computer and actually take a break. Even if it is that extra 15 minutes of time, like I have to utilize that time as wisely as I can in order to like have enough energy to get through the rest of the day. So no matter how healthy my lunch is, if I'm eating fast at my keyboard, not tasting my food and feeling stressed out and anxious, it's really not the best situation, right? Self-care looks different for everyone. And some days for me, it's about the emotional, and some days for me, it's about making sure I take my lunch break. And other days, I have to remember that self-care may start with me, but it doesn't end with me. I can ask for help, whether I'm doing yoga or whether I'm just taking an afternoon to relax and unwind, or I'm going for a long walk, or hanging out with friends, or my cats. Being aware of what I really need in that moment, and realizing that it might be different every day, and also realizing that it's different for everyone. And that makes for self-care win. Yeah. I don't know why I did that. Yes?
Forget to give a care about you.